I have been in communities with other women, just beautiful humans, moms, people who are striving and thriving and living their life fully. And we all experience doubt. We all experience fear and worry and grief and sadness and regret and shame and all of these feelings. And you know, when you're part of communities where all these feelings are okay, where they can be expressed and you can be vulnerable and you can be seen, and you don't have to hide anymore, and you can take up space, and people are like, yes, this is great. We want you to take up space. We see the light in you. It's about time that you start seeing it in yourself and be and feel empowered. So that's what life is with other women who are healing and healed through and grown through experiences and are continuing to expand and are wanting to give the best they can to their children and to leave a legacy, both by raising children who are doing so many beautiful and amazing and maybe just amazing things of just living in their lives. Like, it doesn't even have to be profound, but just living a life that is joyful, and that they're confident and they're courageous, and you know that they're going to be okay. But what if we got to be in more communities and more places with other women who were okay sharing their feelings, who were okay holding space for each other? I want you to be part of those communities. That is what I've been creating and dreaming of, and I'm just like going to follow this flow for as long as it feels right. Because so many of us, me included, and I'm realizing that this is common amongst the women that I'm connected to from many, many women, is that we were raised in a way in families where we were expected to hold in our feelings. We had to hide. We couldn't be seen fully. We were too much. We were too creative or out there or had too big of feelings. Can you relate to this? Does this resonate? Where you had to stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff? And so as I have been through on my journey, and I am in this process of releasing, and more comes and more comes, even my kids will say, wow, you've expressed, you've been crying and all this. And I'm like, gosh, it's because there's like 50 years of me holding things in. And what a gift to be able to release it. And these tears are of release. They're not of pain. They may seem like I'm in pain, but that's temporary compared to what I experienced and lived through in my life. And I stuffed and I hid and I cried in the dark as I cried myself to sleep. I don't have to hide anymore, and neither do you. You don't have to hide your feelings. And we definitely, as moms, we don't want our kids to hide their feelings. We don't want them to grow up with years and decades of holding everything in. And the only way that I have found that we can help our children on this journey is to go through it ourselves, to model it, to show that feelings are okay, that we are okay, that everything that we want in our life is achievable, including being connected, including being loved. Like, this is not something we earn, it's just the way it is. And we want our kids to know that too. But they don't get to know that just by chance. And they don't just believe it when we tell it to them. They have to experience it. They have to feel it. They have to know that their feelings are valid and can be expressed fully. So if you have grown up being told that you were too much, whether overtly or passively, or just you experienced that, or you were told that your feelings couldn't be expressed, again, by just the ways that they responded to you when you had feelings that you were wanting to express, know that this is the process. And it is so important that we teach our children to feel, to recognize and identify their feelings so that they know how to support themselves. Because isn't that our job in life? Isn't that our job, to help our kids learn how to support themselves so that they can navigate this world, this beautiful yet scary world, when we're gone or even when we're still here? That's what we want more than anything. So equipping yourself with all of these tools is the best thing you can do to start to help them equip themselves with the tools that they need to navigate their lives and their children's lives and their grandchildren's lives. All my best to you.